Welcome to Clyde Samvada, brought to you by the Hindu Temple of Scotland. As part of, if you have been seeing our episodes over the last couple of weeks, you would have figured out that we have been experimenting a bit with our setup. This is probably for me taking one step higher in terms of the experimentation, where today we are trying to do the Clyde Samvada for the first time with two cameras. So let's see how this one goes. And thanks once again to the Lending Voices team of South Lanarkshire Libraries for starting this new initiative where they are renting out these podcasting kits with lights and cameras and the video switches that we are going to use for the first time. Thank you so much to Dave, Ian, and the Lending Voices team for supporting us with this. In today's episode, we have Ramesh ji with us. And Ramesh ji, if you have been following us, has been one of our popular podcast guests going by the response that we've got for his previous episodes. In today's episode, he is going to delve a sort of slightly different take from what he has covered in previous episodes, which were about one on spirituality and the other one on music. Today he is going to talk to us about a pilgrimage experience that he had in the place called Dharamshala, which is in the state of Himachal Pradesh, if I'm not wrong. So we would try to delve into understanding Dharamshala, the place, the important temples around that region that he had visited, and how one could get around to those places if we are in that part of the world. Ramesh ji, welcome to the show.
Namaste.
Namaste. So start us off with Dharamshala. Where do you want to start?
Dharamshala is at the northernmost part of Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh is a vast state in terms of land mass. Dharamshala is at the northern end of Himachal Pradesh. Dharamshala is known for it's the seat where it's a place where the Tibetan government in exile of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, he also stays there. Dharamshala is part of the Kangra Valley. Kangra is a very big valley there on the mountains. How to reach Dharamshala? Easiest way is by air. There is an airport 14 kilometers from Dharamshala.
Okay.
Google. There are flights from Delhi. If you by road, it must be quite a tedious journey. If you want to reach by train, you have to go to Pathankot,
Okay.
which is an overnight journey from Delhi. Actually, Pathankot is to the north of Dharamshala even.
Okay.
It is the northernmost part of Punjab, place of Punjab.
Yes.
So from Pathankot, you have to come to Dharamshala by road. Or there is a mountain train from Pathankot also, which goes up to via Mandi to up to Joginder Nagar.
Okay.
It goes via Kangra Valley. Dharamshala is a bit away from, say, must be about around 15 kilometers away from the nearest station, railway station. It's so from the airport also.
Okay.
But Dharamshala is the place to stay.
Okay.
And you can do visits of temples staying at Dharamshala.
Like day trips from Dharamsala.
Yeah. Okay. The first trip is on the Kangra route. Kangra is a place which is the district headquarters of the district.
Dharamsala. Okay.
On the Kangra road, you have the famous temple called the Jwalaji or Jwalamukhi temple.
Okay. And we have had a Clyde Samvada episode on Jwala Devi itself. So if you haven't watched that episode, I think it is one of our initial episodes. So go down the playlist, and if you kind of go there, Anupam ji had given us a very insightful story about Jwala Devi, how the fire.
There is
Agni in the
a
place
flame.
that is unstopping. Yeah.
You can see that the flame is there for 24/7, 365 days.
Yeah. It's like an unending flame of.
We don't know what is the source of energy for that.
Yes.
So that is like the flame is like the tongue of Devi.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is the idea here.
Okay.
So this temple will be normally be crowded.
Okay.
So you need to give some time for the temple.
For the queues.
You have to wait for the darshan. So,
is there a physical form of the Devi also in the temple, or is it just the flame?
The flame is the
flame itself Devi, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Flame is the Devi.
Right.
So you need first go to Jwalaji. You may either it depends the time you spend there depends on the crowd available there. Having darshan of after having darshan of Jwalaji, you can go to Ma Chintapurni temple, which is further down on the same road.
Is there a Devi temple again?
That's a Devi temple. So these two are part of the 108 Shakti Peeths.
Oh, both of the Shakti Peeths. Okay.
Chintapurni is even closer to Punjab. From 20, it's 50 kilometers from Hoshiarpur.
Okay.
So from Chintapurni, if you go 25 kilometers, you reach Punjab. And Chintapurni temple, this speciality there, it is surrounded and protected by Shivji on all the four sides. There are 4 Shiva temples around Chintapurni Devi temple. But those are at 15 kilometers distance each. After having darshan of Chintapurni, Mata Chintapurni, you can come back to Dharamshala. On the way, you can drop at Kangra Fort. There is a fort in Kangra.
Okay.
It's a beautiful fort.
Okay.
You can you can go inside the fort and have a look at it.
Is it like partly damaged or like fully intact?
It's not so well maintained, but yeah, it is there.
Okay.
It's not so bad either.
Okay.
Right? Then you can come back to Dharamshala.
Okay. So one day is
day one.
All day one is full Devi. Okay. Devi covered on day one. Okay.
Okay. Again, where to stay in Dharamshala, you have multiple options. Okay. If you are a member of Club Mahindra, then there is a Club Mahindra resort at Dharamshala.
Okay. Is there something like the sort of like some of the state tourism boards itself have stay places?
Yes, there are hotels run by HPTDC, Himachal Pradesh Tourism Development Corporation, but I didn't find them quite. We haven't stayed there, but I had seen one of the hotels there in Manali. But those were not as well maintained as in Uttarakhand.
Okay.
So there are a lot of private hotel options.
Okay. So day one done. Day two, where did you start?
Day two, you go on the Palampur route. Palampur is a place which has got tea gardens, etc. On the Palampur route, again there are 2 major temples. There is Ma Chamunda Devi temple, which is closer to Dharamshala, but it's on that route. It's Chamunda Devi temple is also normally will be crowded. Again, it's a Shakti Peeth. So you have to give time for that temple also. Further you go on the same road, you need to travel a little distance. There is a place called Baijnath.
Okay.
There is a temple there, Baijnath temple. It's a majestic Shiva temple. It's on the banks of the river Byas.
Okay. Also, it's again close to Punjab, I suppose, because Bias travels through
Byas originates from Himachal Pradesh.
Himachal. Oh, okay. Oh, it's going this way. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
It is named after Veda Vyas. Vyas
became Bias.
Byas.
Oh, okay.
They pronounce it as Byas. You know, V and B are interchangeable in Hindi.
Okay.
Right? So, it's on the banks of river
Bias.
Byas. Here I would say, just to pause and say, if you happen to fly down to Dharamshala, while you are closer to Dharamshala, you can see all this, the Byas river in its majesty.
Okay.
You can see the waters just before you land at the airport.
Okay.
That's a beautiful sight.
Super.
This Baijnath temple, Baijnath means it's Vaidyanath Swami.
Yes.
Shiva. Va and Ba again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Vyas, Vaidyanath, Baijnath.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is a place where Ravan is believed to have done tapasya.
Oh, okay.
And the legend goes that he had carried this shivling, and here he gave this shivling to someone there. I think some people say Lord Ganesha, to attend to nature's call.
Okay.
When he came back, the shivling was
Already placed down.
And it did not move.
Okay. Yeah. We've kind of heard these similar stories in other storylines as well. So yes. Okay.
In that village, it's a little small town, you can say.
Okay.
The speciality what our cab driver told us is that there are no jewelry shops in that place in Baijnath.
Okay.
No silver or gold shops.
Oh, okay.
Because if you happen to open one, if you keep one, then all the metals will turn black.
Oh, okay. It's not for the fear of people stealing it, but rather because the metal will lose properties. Is it something to do with the moisture content level?
This is as per the wishes of and sharp of Ravana.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is there a climatic element to it as well? I mean, like
Climatic element means in the next
village
also should happen. No.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
It is only restricted only to the Baijnath.
Okay.
Next to the Baijnath temple.
Okay. It's probably like some sort of scientific study potential there as to whether there's something else to the region or something. I mean, yeah. Let's see.
Not everything can be
answered
answered by science.
Okay. Fair enough. I take your point.
This Baijnath temple is it's a beautiful temple. It's a big there are lawns around it. It's a huge stone temple towers are there.
Okay.
There.
So you do Chamunda Devi and Baijnath temple on day 2. And then come back again.
Dharamshala.
Okay. Day 3.
Then you can spend a couple of days in Dharamshala itself.
Okay.
Dharamshala, there is a place called Siddhbari.
Siddhbari. Okay.
That is where the Tapovan of Swami Chinmayananda is there. His Samadhi is there.
Okay. Siddhbari.
Siddhbari. We stayed very nearby. It's practically part of Dharamshala town only.
Okay. Is that where he did his tapasya and all of that?
Final days.
Final samadhi. Okay.
Samadhi.
Okay.
Right? There is a big tapovan. That is one place you can see.
Okay.
Then, just probably short distance from there, little inside, on an inside road, which is Kanyara Road. This is Kanyara Road.
Okay.
There is a place called Norbulinka Institute.
Norbulinka Institute.
Okay. It's a Tibetan Buddhist Research Institute.
Okay. Given the Dalai Lama's presence there. Okay.
It's a monastery.
Okay.
So monastery cum research institute.
Okay.
It is called Norbulinka Institute. You can Google, you will find it.
Okay.
That's an amazing place to see.
Okay. From the point of view of views or from the point of view of the library and the books in them?
Both.
Okay.
It's a beauty. Place itself is a beautiful thing to see.
Okay.
It is, once you enter that institute, the entire campus is dense thick of green.
Okay. Nice. Right. And just Chinmayananda, which you mentioned earlier on, like for the benefit of the audience, in case you haven't heard the name before, Chinmayananda Swami is one of the gurus who runs the Chinmaya mission, which is, they have a lot of these schools. You might have heard about Chinmaya Vidyalaya as a school, which is quite popular, especially in the southern part of India, more so in Kerala, because Chinmayananda Swamiji comes from Kerala. So that's the background to whom he was mentioning on earlier. Yes.
This Norbulinka Institute, the water from the mountain you can see water streams all over the place within the institute.
Okay.
That itself is a sight to see.
Okay.
They have done beautiful landscaping over there.
Nice.
And earlier when we had gone there, Norbulinka Institute itself had a couple of rooms to stay offered, which public could stay. I'm not very sure today whether it is there. But there are quite a few properties around that.
Okay.
Then little further to this, on the same road from Norbulinka Institute, which is where we stayed in a hotel there. Earlier, we stayed in the property which was managed by Sterling then.
Okay.
Now Sterling doesn't have a property there. They have on the same road, little further down at a walkable distance. There is an old Shiva temple, small temple called Aganjar Mahadev Temple.
Aganjar Mahadev Temple. Okay.
It's on the banks of the stream that flows from the mountain. It's a beautiful small temple. You can see that. Then, the seat of Dalai Lama is actually not in Dharamshala. We call it Dharamshala, but it is in a place called McLeod, which is about 15 kilometers up.
Right. Okay.
Right? It is up the hill. It is on the mountain top. It's on the cliff.
Okay.
So you have to travel about 15 kilometers to McLeod Ganj.
Okay.
There you will see this Dalai Lama's monastery and the temple there. People who go there, you have to be cautious about parking space availability there, because on that main road, no parking is allowed. So you have to park a little away, you have to walk down.
For security reasons for the Dalai Lama, I suppose. Okay.
There further, another 1 or 2 kilometers further from there, you have what is called Bagsu Nag Temple.
Bagsu Nag Temple. Okay.
Bagsu Nag.
Bagsu Nag. Oh, okay.
Nag Temple.
Nag. Okay. Nag.
Right.
Temple. Okay.
It's an old temple. And another 1.5 kilometers from that temple, there is a big waterfall which is called Bagsu Waterfalls. If you happen to go during rainy season, it's difficult to. I mean, there is a pathway on the on the mountain side. There is a pathway has been created
Yes.
with the handrail with handrails also. But still, that you need to climb up and down. The road, that path may be slippery.
Okay.
So if we went on during a rainy season, we couldn't make it to the falls. We came back halfway.
Okay.
So you have to be cautious there. Those who cannot, especially those who have, say, issues like vertigo, etc., it's advisable
avoid.
not to go to that falls, because on the one side you have a big gorge below.
Okay. The snake temple that you can reach. Like
Yeah. That is on the at the end of the road.
Okay.
Road only.
Okay.
Beyond that, you have to walk alone up to the
Top of the fall.
up to this temple. Almost up to this temple, the car can go.
Can go.
But after that, you have to walk to the falls, which is a bit not made for everybody.
Okay. Got it.
Right. So
This is we are now on day 4 or day
you can
day 3, day 4.
You will need 2 days to
do
cover
what?
these Siddhbari. Norbulinka, you should spend at least half a day.
Okay. So we are sort of 4 days now. Okay.
So, and because you have to go up to McLeodganj, you have to drive up.
Yeah.
You have to take another day for that.
Okay.
So going up and down, though the distance wise it's only 15, but it's a heavy, uphill drive.
Okay.
So it will take time. You have to walk there. So it will take a lot of time.
Okay.
Right? And so these
4 days that we have kind of covered till the Nag temple. Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
on the way back, we have this big. You have a cricket stadium built in.
Yeah. That is a very, very nice stadium to look at. Yeah. Because like I've seen the matches in the stadium, and like you have the entire mountain.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's surrounded by
the stadium.
surrounded by.
Are we in a stadium or are we in a resort? Like it's almost like that. Yeah.
So that is also one place worth seeing.
Yeah.
Right. So you need at least 4 days
To do.
you can spend at Dharamshala. It's a salubrious, and on the if you happen to get an accommodation or at a resort
Close to
any stream,
Yes.
mountain stream,
That's the best. That's perfect.
that's perfect.
Perfect. Super. Thank you so much for the insightful experience of pilgrimage stories from Dharamsala. Thanks for sharing that with us. And for the audience again, we referred to Shakti Peeth, I think 3 times in the episode, because 3 of the temples are Shakti Peeth. If you go back and listen to the same episode which talks about Jwala Devi, first part of the episode we've talked about how Shakti Peeths came into existence, the story about Daksha and Shiva and Shakti Peeth and all of that. So do listen into that episode in case you would like to know more about Shakti Peeth. Do listen into that episode that we had in one of the initial few episodes of Clyde Samvada. We will definitely put the description or the link to the episode in the description of this video as well. Thank you so much. Namaskara. We look forward to seeing you in another episode soon.
Namaste.